If you are looking to expand your earning potential online, to work alongside products or services that you're promoting through affiliate marketing, you may also want to consider creating your own downloadable digital products that people can also use to help them with their needs and interests and to solve problems. But you first must understand the importance of the use of digital products, how to create them and how to promote and sell them, and how they can benefit your audience and the people that are looking to buy. So here we will look at 10 best steps or practices that you can utilize when looking to design or create your own product to promote to your audience. The first step is that you need to identify your target audience. If you are building any sort of online presence, either through a blog, a social media profile with the likes of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and so forth, you want to make sure that you understand who your audience is, who are the people that are coming to your specific type of content, what are their interests, what are their needs, what do they need help with, or do they want to be entertained. You need to utilize steps to analyze specific criteria of their wants, needs and interests so that you can provide the most amount of value possible to cater to those interests, so that you can provide the best benefits possible within your digital products that they can use, and that will be an ideal asset and resource for them to use in the future. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you conduct some form of market research. You need to utilize what type of niche that you're in. If you're in a particular type of niche, you need to narrow down your focus into specific areas. If you have an area of expertise in terms of skills that you have a lot of knowledge around and that you are passionate about, it will make this process a lot easier. You then need to identify and define your ideal customer persona. Who are your ideal audience? Who is the exact person that is interested in you more specifically, and the types of products that you would potentially create? You need to understand their pain points, their needs and their wants, needs and desires, so that you can provide the most amount of value possible. The next stage is that you need to choose an idea for a product that can be profitable. You need to brainstorm ideas, evaluate market demand and competition. So essentially you need to understand what it is that your audience needs help with. Are they having an issue around a particular area, or do they need access to a guide or helpful resource that can help them to level up and learn a new skill? You want to make sure that your products align with your expertise, but more importantly your audience's needs. So the next step is to make sure that once you have all of these elements in place, is that when you do decide to go about creating your product, you need to make sure that it is of high quality. And in order to do that, you need to determine the format in which you're going to use to sell your product online. Are you going to design a piece of software? Are you going to create artworks or templates that people can use? Are you going to create ebooks or audiobooks or even online courses? Are you going to be able to cater the content within those specific formats in order to cater to your audience's needs? Are they going to provide benefits, and more to the point, provide value that will help your viewers and your audience throughout their creative processes also? So once you've determined those factors, you need to develop a detailed outline or curriculum so that you can set a process in place that you can work towards and break each of the components up into individual steps. And throughout your creative journey, you can also engage and create informative content to create outreach to other influencers and content creators within your niche, but also to gain feedback from your audience as to the types of ideas and concepts that they want to see or that they are more interested in. This will allow you to consider many factors so that you can create professionally designed branding elements that can not only cater to your audience's needs, but it will actually create an avenue for your brand to expand and scale over time. So the next stage of the process, once you have your product created, is you need to set up your sales funnel. Now you can do this through many different ways. If you already have avenues online, like I mentioned, a social media profile, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, if you have a blog, even a YouTube channel, and you're already engaging and creating content and people are commenting and liking what you do, you want to essentially build some form of a sales funnel so that you can drive the traffic that you get from those online platforms towards the product that you're trying to promote. So the first step is that you need to create some form of web page or landing page that you can use to sell your product. Either you want to capture an email lead or to send them directly to the product. You want to make sure that you write compelling sales copy that will entice your audience towards your product. Explain the benefits and the practices that will be involved inside should they be willing to buy. Provide other incentives and even implement lead capture forms within your sales funnel that you can later use, that if people opt in, that you can incentivize users that they will gain additional elements through the use of email. You can also include social proof and testimonials from people that have already bought your product or from other viewers that have tested it. That way then you have clear proof that what you've created actually works. So once you've prepared your sales funnel, you then want to utilize those elements already listed to build an email list. So you want to utilize any form of email marketing platform. There's many of them out there that will help you with your needs. You have Aweber, GetResponse, ActiveCampaign, to name but a few. You can also use the likes of platforms such as Systeme. That is an all-in-one platform that allows you to build email lists, build websites, landing pages, and will allow you to create funnels, even that you can house your own online courses and digital downloads all in one area. So you can simplify the process using platforms like that, but there are other platforms available online that will also help you to simplify the process. If you want to see more videos on some of these platforms, you can check out the card above on the screen where I discuss more of what you can look into so you can choose the right type of platform for you. So with that being said, once you are capturing your emails and your leads, once they have shown interest in your product, you want to nurture your subscribers and you want to create rapport with them. So you want to create and engage with relevant emails to provide support where necessary, but also to allow you to build more trust so that they can get to know you more on a personal level. This will also not only allow you to promote your product, but you can also promote future products later down the line should you wish to create them. So the next step then is to leverage your content marketing strategy. So now you have an email list, you have a funnel built up, so you want to make sure that you leverage what you already have available to develop your content strategy. So you want to make sure that you are producing high quality blog posts, videos, even podcasts and social media posts. You want to make sure to optimize the content you are creating for search engines with the likes of search engine optimization, using specific keywords or phrases that will help your content rank online so that it will give you better chance of people seeing your content over your competitors. But you also want to make sure that you actively promote your digital product at different intervals throughout your content. So for example, if you're creating a video, you want to make sure that at certain points in your video that you recommend your product, so you can tell them that there's a link to it in the description. And the same can be said with a blog post. You can designate or dedicate a specific paragraph or portion of your written article towards your chosen product that you want to sell, that you've created yourself, and you want to provide some of the intricate benefits that will help people with their issues. So the next step, once you are leveraging your content marketing strategy, you do want to make full use of social media marketing as well to work alongside of your content creation processes. So if you do have a YouTube channel or if you have a blog, you want to make sure that you use avenues such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever it is that you use actively. You want to create an account that's based around your brand and use that to build an audience there and leverage that audience to drive traffic towards your other content. So then again, they can click on the links and then potentially go through the sales funnel process to a sale. So what you need to do here is you want to identify the most relevant social media platforms that your audience actively engages in. Once you've done that, you then need to create an engaging set of posts and shareable content so that other people can share online as well to get more eyes on your content specifically. You also want to use this as an opportunity to engage with your audience and keep constantly trying to build a community of loyal followers. And you can also utilize social media to advertise your digital products through targeted campaigns, even through paid ads and so forth, that can expand your reach if you have funds to use or money to spend. So on top of all these steps that you've mentioned, if you have a blog and even if you have a YouTube channel, you want to make sure that your written content, your articles and descriptions are optimized for conversions. You want to make sure that your website, even your sales page and your funnel, you want to make sure that everything is user friendly and mobile responsive. You also want to make sure that you optimize the website's loading time and performance, because if a website page is too slow loading up, people will bounce because it will take too long. Because always remember, the people's attention spans, especially in the modern world, are very, very limited. So everything has to be quick and almost instant. So the quicker you can get someone through a funnel, the quicker and better chance you have of making a sale. But along that process, you also need to implement clear call to actions to help you increase your awareness towards sales of your digital product. Once sales start coming in, you need to analyse your analytics, track conversions, and utilise these elements to make any improvements necessary to increase your overall sales. So the next step is to provide excellent customer support, which you will do so once you are building an email list. And even if people are responding to comments on your channels through blog posts or social media, you want to make sure that you engage with your followers and establish clear communication channels with your customers. You want to respond promptly to inquiries and support requests. You want to be able to address any concerns and provide solutions where necessary. Also, if people do purchase your product, you also want to offer post-purchase support and follow-ups to ask people how they're finding the product, is it useful, and is there anything else that you can help them with even further. You want to provide that continuous support and remain relevant on your audience's mind, as that will also help you to build trust, and it will ensure that they keep coming back to you time and again. So once you have all of these elements in place, the final step is to continuously test, iterate and improve over every aspect of your product creation process. You want to monitor the key metrics and analytics so that you can understand what's working and what's not working, so that you can take the necessary steps and precautions in order to improve. You want to do this by collecting customer feedback and testimonials. Find out what people like and what they don't like. This will allow you to identify areas for improvement so that you can implement changes accordingly. And alongside with these elements, you always must make sure that you stay up to date with industry trends so that you can adapt your strategy accordingly, because things change all the time. And if you're one of the first to adapt to a new trend or to cater to a specific element, you have a better chance over your competitors to get your foot in the door, so you will become the authority a lot faster. So just a recap of these steps. You want to make sure that you understand your audience. You need to understand their wants, needs and interests. How can your products benefit them? But you also need to be able to create a product and service that you know is of high value, but something that you're passionate about and that you have extensive knowledge in, because it will allow you to expand and grow and become the definite area of expertise and become the authority in your area. People will understand and see that enthusiasm, and they will be more liable and more likely to relate to you and even purchase from you. But once people do purchase, like going back to the customer support section, you want to make sure that you continuously provide support. So you want to encourage your followers and buyers to constantly keep taking action if they are interested in creating their own avenues or trying to solve their own problems, even if they want to follow in the same footsteps as you, where they want to get involved with marketing or setting up their own online business. You need to constantly encourage your users and followers to take action, because it will keep them on the forefront of your mind so that they will keep coming back to you for more advice in the future, potentially even buying from you again. And with future iterations of your product, you can keep expanding on each of these steps by providing even more detailed information, tips and examples, while keeping on top of current trends to expand your outreach with your audience. So just to give you an overall example, if we're looking here at this infographic here that I've created that outlines the steps pretty much and how you would walk through this process. So if you have an idea for a product, you want to first understand your audience demographic. You need to understand who they are, what their wants, needs and interests are. From there, you want to start developing a series of ideas and try to narrow down your focus and eliminate things that you think aren't relevant, but then only include the things that are, that you know will help them. Once you have done that and you've gotten feedback from your audience, and if they like and are looking forward to what it is that you're trying to do, then you can begin the planning phase. And from there, you can start testing out different ideas and create the development process until completion. Then from there, you can begin the necessary steps to launch your product, which you can also utilize various social media avenues. So you can use the likes of TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, get involved with forums with Reddit, use Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube itself. If you have a blog, you can combine all of these elements together to drive traffic to either of these all at the same time. Now, it does require a lot of work, and if I will give you one piece of advice, is to focus on one aspect. If you have a YouTube channel, for the moment, just focus on creating YouTube videos. If you have a blog, website, just create written articles, and then you can gradually implement the rest. Or if you have a team or you're currently building a team, you can designate other team members to focus on other areas of content creation to help promote your product, so you can give them specific tasks, that you can set someone up to only focus on creating and engaging with social media through Facebook, or you can get them to engage and create avenues and outreach on forums with likes of Reddit. You can even get other people to maintain and optimize paid advertisements for you, while you can also gain access to other team members that can use outreach through the likes of TikTok and Instagram to then again drive traffic towards either your blog post or your YouTube channel. Then from there, you want to make sure that you have the link to your product, which you can use through many of the avenues as I've mentioned. You can use platforms like of Koji, Systeme, Gumroad, among many others that you can utilize to upload your own products, whether that be merchandise, artwork, ebooks, audiobooks, selling courses, workout plans and so forth. And from there you can drive that traffic towards your audience's direction or to people that are looking at the video. From there, if people decide to take an interest in your content, they might want to venture further to see what the product is all about. So they will go from that video and you'll be able to get that lead to go and click on your page, which will then take them through the process of your funnel that you've created. So you can either create an opt-in page at the start to capture their email lead before taking them any further, so you can then market to them at a later stage, or you can just skip this point and send them directly to the sales page. But ideally you want to create some form of opt-in so that you can create further outreach and build more trust and value with your audience. Now if you don't create an opt-in page, you can have some form of email sign up form on your sales page as well if you want to do it that way. Like, there really is no limit to how you want to approach this, but you do want to implement the majority of these steps in order to make this work. So once people have gone through this process and they've reached the sales page, if they're happy enough with the product and they think it's going to benefit them, they will add it to the cart. They will then go through the process of the order page and then they will buy it now. They'll pay it, and then whatever service you're using, the money will end up in your wallet or your area where your funds will be located, and the person then will get access to the product or service that you were selling. But also you will still have their email, because this is where the email will come in handy and useful, because you can set up your emails that once someone buys, they will get an automatic email, or that you can send out an email later to ask them how they're finding the use of the product, or they've been able to follow along. And you can also provide any further assistance. You can ask them one-to-one if they need help with any specific elements of the course, or if they need direct help with any issues that they may have. You can provide that further outreach through your email once they have purchased your product, but it will also allow you to promote to them in the future. So that's why you want to incorporate all of these steps inside of your sales funnel, because this is an entire process that does take time to build up. But once you utilize these avenues and you are building an audience, you will be able to put all of these steps into place and you will be able to sell your products online. The same steps can be used for selling someone else's products if you're utilizing affiliate marketing. So the processes are almost identical. The only difference is with affiliate marketing is you haven't created your own product, you're actually promoting someone else's products. Which, if that's something you want to do as a beginner, that you don't have to worry about creating your own products and services, that is also the avenue you can go down as well. But if you want to create your own products, then you can utilize these steps as well. So if you do want to learn more about affiliate marketing, then you can check out the video below in the description, and even here on screen, that will teach you all of the necessary steps on how to get started as an absolute beginner.